What's up, Internet? We are here once again with 401 Real Game by CoolBoy, going through the huge labyrinth of mystery that this has provided for us thus far, and will continue to for a good long time. I believe we're on like 120. Yep, we are here at Sansu 1. Now, I believe we did actually look at the Sansu games before. These are edutainment games where you have to play math. But the neat thing about these games is they're actually kind of games and not just math. And that's at least something of value, I suppose. Okay. So now I gotta find 0 plus 1, which is of course 1. There it is. Crash. And we did math. I think this is gonna be a short episode just because I don't know how interesting I can make several math games, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, you can't crash into normal ones. Interesting. I'm aware that that made 9, but okay. Go! Math powers activate. Crunch. I think we get the idea. Math. It's a thing that we have to deal with sometimes. The nice thing is we're over halfway through this cart. The bad news is we are getting dangerously close to the scary parts of this cart. I believe starting with 300 we get to the parts that really terrify me. But, okay. Now this one's actually like a maze, which is pretty cool. Whoops, okay. Now I found a guy. Now we have to fight this guy. So 9, that's 1. We defeated the monster in the labyrinth. Like I said, these Sansu games, they kind of tried to make edutainment not terrible. And in that regard, it's not dissimilar to, say, the Wagyan Land games, which were a lot of fun if you could understand Japanese word chains and stuff. Although the last one was actually pretty playable. I reviewed it way back in the day, but that game was great. Okay, so that's a 0. We defeated another monster. Now, see, this one I could see spending some time with because it's at least feels like an RPG, and I love RPGs, but at the same time, you know, it's more of the same. Just keep doing the dungeon. Looks like the dungeons might get a little bigger over time. Alright, we got the treasure. That means... whoopsie. Okay, so 3... Just basic mathematics. Okay. Zero. Hooray! I can do math. I just want to see if the map gets any bigger. Oh no, we were defeated. There we go. We got out just fine. Yeah, now it gets a little bigger. A little more complex. Still the same game, but, you know, it's at least interesting that it's doing something like that. You know, it's better than just giving a kid a sheet of paper and saying, okay, solve these problems. And I respect that. When you can at least make entertainment or education entertainment, at least you're doing something kind of right if you do it well. Oh dear lord. Now this is complex math I cannot be asked to solve. Run! Actually, this was something I was wondering about recently. Any teachers out there? Do you still teach long division? Because I remember that being like a thing I had to deal with when I was a kid, and it was weird. But I also remember, like, when I was a kid, how teachers would always complain saying, you know, you're never gonna always just have a calculator on hand with you. So you gotta learn how to do all this stuff like by memory. And it's like nowadays we do have a calculator all the time. I don't like this one as much, but I think that's just because it's trying to be more complex, and these treasure chests are randomized. How do I know what number's in them? I mean, I'm not actively going to try and solve this math equation because no, but you know, if I can't see what numbers I'm pulling out, it's just randomized death. That's not good. I don't like that one so much. I like that RPG one, though. That one was fun. Okay. I think we have one more Sansu game. Sansu 5. Which is a shmup. Yeah! And that's about as good as I am at shmups. I prefer the other kind of ones, the ones that scroll vertically, not horizontally. Even though the first game I ever played was a horizontal scrolling shmup. But this is Math the Shooter now. And we appear to be flying inside a actual NES cart. Rather a Famicom one, but still. You know, this is math I can get behind. The kind that doesn't actually involve math. But seriously, these Sansu games are pretty great, except for that last one. Screw that one. But I think kind of like the very first one I showed, like, probably months ago at this point. Because I genuinely don't remember what number that was. You know, they get really complex really quickly. Can I fly through that? Oh god, okay. Now we're getting decimal 99, so basically 1. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, don't make me... So what are these over here? Oh. Okay, that's a little confusing. I'm cutting out of that just because more math is no thank you, but I don't really understand what that room was. Like, again, I had to pick up numbers on the left side, but where were the boxes on the right side? Were I supposed to take the numbers over there as part of the solution? It was a little unclear. And finally, for today, we'll do Shockwave. By American Game Cartridges, which tells me this is probably not the most official game ever. And I think I've seen this game before. It looks kind of like one of those old Wisdom Tree games. I think it was Joshua at the Battle of Jericho, I think. I think was the Wisdom Tree game this was very similar to. And that in and of itself was basically just a rip-off of another game altogether, which I can't think of the name of. It wasn't Boulder Dash. I think it was like Crystal Caverns or something like that. But the music to this game is garbage, that's for sure. But it's like part puzzle game because we have to push these blocks using the explosions from our gun. Using teleporters and stuff. It gets real complex real fast. I think I played this once and I actually got stuck on this level because I'm not good at puzzles. Okay. And we push that up. Alright, that worked out well for us. Unfortunately, I think we're stuck. Yeah, I think we are well and truly stuck now. Because this block is in the way. We have no way of moving it. Yeah, no, I don't think this game's gonna let us try this again, but we'll see what we can... Come on, just kill me. There we go. Let's try that again. Yeah, I can see this episode being ridiculously short because, I mean, there's no way to really keep that math nonsense all that interesting. Okay. So I'm clearly gonna have to push that there, and that there. And then that there. Good. Okay. Now we just gotta be careful about how we attach these guys. That, and then like that. It's weird because it won't just let you shoot. Sometimes you have to like hold down a direction and then fire. Okay, there we go. Music's really repetitive and not very good. Okay, now I just gotta get in over here. Done. Please don't get any harder than that. It's early and that's as much thinking as I want to actually do. Hey, new song. I feel like I don't want to destroy that right off. Wow, the music to this is really not good. I'm betting we didn't want to do that, hence teleport trap. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, I think we're done. Well, we did fill the entire world with a bunch of those guys when we left, so you know. Thank you, weird reset visuals. Anyway, that will be a very short episode of this because, I mean, math, but, you know, let's just go over it. Sansu 1, driving a car for math. That one wasn't all that bad. Sansu 2, playing an RPG tabletop style with math. That one was actually a lot of fun. 4, no. No. And 5, that one took a little bit of getting used to and trying to figure out, and I could not figure out that end world. But, you know, the shmup segments were at least decent. Shockwave was not all that great. Overall, would I recommend this cart based on the past 5 games? Absolutely not, because with the exception of maybe Sansu 2 with its sort of RPG dungeon crawling design, I mean, I wouldn't say any of these were all that enjoyable. But, join me next time when we look at War Wolf. Also, Jackie Chan and Supari Ozumo, and if that's what I think it is, we're going to have some fun with that. But I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, subscribe to the channel to see more of this stuff, because we do this every single week. And if you want to make my day, check out the show's PayPal or Patreon, support the show any way you can, so that I can continue to, you know, afford multi-carts, because they ain't that cheap. But they are fun to discover, and they're neat to explore. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, Internet.